Before heading to Serbia, I stayed one more night in Hungary, close to the border with Serbia. I found the best camping run by a German couple who moved over to Hungary. Wolfgang, Ulrike, I hope you're watching this, and greetings, I am still alive. The campsites and the hosts were so nice that I stayed another night. So I'm now leaving the European Union, and I'm guessing there is a proper customs. I've been waiting for 10 minutes about already, so they're pretty vigilant. Yeah, it's manual. Manual. What? Passport?
Give it to me like.
So I'm now approaching my first tolls in Europe on the other side of the car. This is going to be interesting. I hope there is a person there, so if I don't make it back to the car, they will open the gate for me. Made it. So in Serbia, you need to get pretty much a new SIM card because we're outside of the EU. And then the gentleman was very nice. I paid €12.50 for 100 gigabytes within Serbia and 500 megabytes EU roaming, but I'm not going to be going with this card anywhere to EU. Aww. Fortunately, it will not work in Albania, Montenegro, so each country needs their own, but I think €12 for 100 gigabytes, that's a fair shout, and I'll spend a few days here. And then he said once I put the card in, I need to kind of dial in this number, and within 2 minutes I should have internet, so let's see.
Give it to me like.
Looks much better than I thought, to be honest. And when I passed by the Hungarian border, the views were not so nice, and it was not such a great experience. There was police right after the customs, checking everyone out. As soon as he saw me, I looked at him, he looked at me, and I could see in the mirror that he went straight to the car to check me, and there was another patrol like 2 kilometers afterwards. So I was praying that apart from vignette, I don't need anything else, but they didn't stop me, so I think I was good, so I'm fine. But exiting European Union looks much nicer. They're not guns, it's just a freaking storm. I'm heading to Novi Sad. I've set the sat-nav to a really nice campsite that I'm hoping will be cheap, and it says that, well, there were pictures of a little beach and a swimming pool as well, so maybe I'll be lucky. First night in Serbia, that's what you get. These are not guns, it's just a freaking storm. Okay, I've never had a storm like this. Oh. I don't know if you heard them. Very quick and sudden. Very cute rainbow, but I'm still not coming out. Okay, I can't get the thing to work, but have a look. What's going on there? What must be going on there? Oh my god. This cannot be coming here. I am really hoping this is not coming here. First night in Serbia and I'm already in trouble. Turns out that my leisure battery is not being charged when it's plugged to electricity, so I have to find a mechanic. That's not going to be easy because there are no mechanics for campervans specifically in the area, in the whole country actually. I haven't seen any on the map, so I'm going to have to try and go to a regular mechanic and hope for the best.
A few moments later.
I've been to 2 mechanics so far. They were really nice, but they were absolutely clueless of how electricity works in campervans. So the first one sent me to someone else they knew potentially could help. Unfortunately, they couldn't, but they made so much effort to try to find someone else. And they found someone that I'm now driving to who potentially could have some idea about electricity in campervan. Fingers crossed. Okay, this man deserves a medal. He did so much effort to try to figure out how my electrics work. Turns out we couldn't find the actual charger of the battery, so we figured a way around. I mean, he did, and we basically went to a shop and bought additional charger, and he put all the cables in, and it's basically there permanently, and it's going to replace the charger that God knows where is and doesn't work. So yay, I finally managed to figure this out. Welcome to Novi Sad, a vibrant city brimming with history, culture and charm. Novi Sad is the second largest city in country and is often referred to as the Athens of Serbia due to its rich cultural heritage and intellectual atmosphere. From its impressive architecture to its thriving art scenes, there is something for everyone to enjoy in this captivating city. Novi Sad was the European Capital of Culture in 2022 and the European Youth Capital in 2019. Okay, so the mechanic today told me that in Serbia you can camp anywhere. You can stay overnight anywhere. I was going to stay at the national park, but I have a feeling national parks are excluded from that rule. So I found this place on Park for Night, right by the lake. It's not too hot tonight, so I'm just warming up Mom's meatballs for dinner.
Domaće sve.
Oh, natur. You grown it?
Yeah.
This is big.
Lubenica, dinja.
Dinja.
Ja, kako miriše.
Oh. Okay. Small one. Small one. This one. I'll take this. Let's have a few tomatoes.
My son that speak English. Moj sin.
Oh, your wife?
Ja.
Ah. Seine Frau?
Frau nicht.
No, nichts Frau. Okay. Oh, these look so nice. And was ist das?
Smaka, probaj. Keine Chemia. Probaj.
Keine Chemia.
Spezialität.
Nice. And of course, very important stop, I need to get burek from a bakery. Okay, so this is my shopping from the guy at the street. This is the best way to shop like fruit and vegetables in Serbia. And we have 2 cucumbers, 1 peach, and I think a few plums, 2 tomatoes, and these I think are figs, and they're delicious. I've never had a fresh one. I've always had the dry ones. And pumpkin. The only issue is, what the hell am I gonna do with the pumpkin? And for all of this, I have paid 320 Serbian dinars, which is equivalent of about 1.7 euros. And then I went to the bakery, and I've got the traditional burek. I've eaten it before in Albania. I think it's going to be pretty similar, but I'll try in a second. And I have 2 bowls of something. I think they're very similar to burek. One of them is probably with cheese, and the other one might be with meat. And something for breakfast or a snack or something. Let's give it a try. Burek. It is lovely. It is with cheese. It's white cheese. Kind of like cottage cheese, but made locally, so it's much different than the regular cottage cheese. Yum. Yeah, this is quite plain, just cottage cheese. It's a bit sour. This is the cottage cheese I remember back in Poland when my auntie was doing that, or my grandma. They're definitely local. All of my bakery shopping was in total of 290 dinars, which is equivalent of about 250 euro. Okay, so a little bit on prices in Serbia. Serbian currency is dinar, and 1 euro equals about 117 dinars, or 100 dinars equals 85 cents. Looking at this supermarket, we have cucumbers on sale for the equivalent of 68 pence, sandwiches between 220 and 350 euro, small juice for 150, large one for 3, and a dozen of eggs for 250. And this has been my little obsession lately. I am arriving to my campsite for tonight, hopefully. The reviews were mixed, but let's see. They have a swimming pool, which is what I'm really after. It's super hot. I would love to relax by the pool today. Oh my god. This is it. I don't think we're staying. Aww. It's right next to motorway. Oh my god, I can see cars from here.
A few moments later.
Okay, attempt number 2 to find a campsite. This one is by the river. There is no swimming pool. Let's see. English sign, yes, that's very good. Oh, that looks nice. That is looking good. Lots of shade. Why can't I go before I lose my cool? I love you even if it's difficult. Don't worry just because I need chores time. So every time I am at the campsite or when I'm leaving the campsite, I make sure that I take enough water just in case I would be wild camping the following night or whatever the hell would happen to me. I need to make sure that I have enough water. 3 things you need to know about Serbia. Number 1. Serbia is the birthplace of vampires. One of the earliest stories was the tale of Petar Blagojevich, a typical man from a village of Kisiljevo. Petar passed away in 1725. However, within a week or so, 9 more people died within about 24 hours from each other. People started to become suspicious, and even Petar's wife accused him of visiting her in the night and stealing her shoes. The villagers had had enough, and the decision was made to dig up Petar's grave to get to the bottom of it all. To their shock, they discovered that Blagojevich's body had barely decomposed in the days since his death. His beard had grown, and his skin seemed to have attained a new glow. The blood on his mouth was the final straw, so the villagers decided that the body needs to be burnt. Number 2. Many, if not all, of the Roman emperors were born in the areas of today's Serbia. Number 3. The first kafana, which means a coffee house in Europe, was opened in Belgrade in the 16th century. This was long before it happened in London, Paris, and Vienna. Okay, so a quick recollection of my trip so far. I started in Milton Keynes in the UK and drove to Dover to take a ferry to Calais. From Calais, I drove all the way down to Poland, to my hometown, which is a little village called Błotnica Strzelecka. After a few weeks, I started my Eurotrip with Slovakia and visited Blatnica and Bańska Bystrica. Next was the stunning Budapest, followed by a short stay at the campsite in Balastia Beach. Then I made my way to Serbia, starting with Novi Sad, and now I'm heading to see Belgrade. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.